raise your hand if you've ever heard the story of the three little pigs. Have any of you ever heard the true story of the three little pigs? No? Well, the stories sound alike, but they're completely different because of who's telling the story. So you need to be paying attention to what the differences are, because at the end I'm going to ask you what was different between the two stories. But before, we're going to go over the original story of the three little pigs and the true story of the three little pigs. But before we do that, we need to review what compare and contrast mean. So someone needs to raise their hand and tell me, does compare mean to tell what is different or to tell what is the same? Yes.
To tell what's the same.
So that would mean contrast means to tell what is different. Okay. So I want you to look at the covers of both books and tell me what is different about them.
One has a pig and one has a wolf.
Is there anything the same about both books? Is the title kind of the same? The Three Little Pigs, the true story of the Three Little Pigs?
Yes.
So in the Three Little Pigs, it has pigs on the cover, and in the true story, it has the wolf on the cover. Okay, so I'm going to read the Three Little Pigs first, and then the true story. And remember, you need to be paying attention to either a similarity between the two or a difference. The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there lived three little pigs. One day, the pigs decided it was time to leave their mother's home. Off they went to build homes of their own. The first little pig decided to build his home out of straw. In no time at all, the little pig built his house. Then he sat down to eat his lunch of pea soup, salad, and bread. The little pig happily slurped and chewed until he heard an angry knock on the door. It was a ravenous wolf. Little pig, let me come in, said the hungry wolf. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, said the frightened little pig. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in, growled the wolf. As the wolf inhaled deeply, his lungs filled up like two balloons. Whoosh! The wolf exhaled with such force that he blew the house into a haystack. He also blew the little pig down the street to his brother's house. The second little pig decided to build his house out of sticks. Just as he finished the roof, his little brother blew in. The little pig trembled as he told his brother about the wolf. Don't worry, little brother, said the second little pig. Sticks are stronger than straw. Let's go inside for some peppermint tea. The pigs were deep in conversation when they heard an angry knock on the door. Little pigs, let me come in, said the ravenous wolf. Not by the hairs of our chinny chin chins, answered the pig. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in, growled the wolf. Again the wolf inhaled deeply, and again when he exhaled, whoosh, the wolf blew down the house, leaving a pile of sticks. The wolf also blew the little pigs. Down to the hill they rolled like two little pink balls. The third little pig built a brick house. He was hanging a welcome sign when his younger brothers rolled on to his front step. The pigs sobbed as they told their older brother about the wolf. "Let's see the wolf blow down this house," said the third little pig. "Come inside for some peach pie. You'll feel better." Knock, knock, knock. The three little pigs looked at the door. Little pigs, let me come in," yelled the wolf. "Not by the hairs of our chinny chin chins," shouted the little pigs. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," roared the wolf. "Call an ambulance." The wolf huffed and puffed and toppled over. He could not get those bricks to budge. Breathless and weak, the wolf lay on the ground like a balloon out of air. The little pigs called an ambulance for the wolf. Then he happily returned to their peach pie. The three little pigs lived happily ever after, eating pea soup, sipping tea, and baking pies in their brick house. So do y'all remember that story?
Yes.
Well, now we're going to move on to the true story of the three little pigs. Remember, you need to be trying to pay attention to the similarities and differences. Everybody knows the story of the three little pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either. He had built his house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind would build a house out of straw? So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. I didn't want to just walk into someone's house, so I called, little pig, are you in?" No answer. I was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? That whole darn straw house fell down, and right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw, so I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. I was feeling a little better, but I didn't have my cup of sugar, so I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house of sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in?" He yelled back, "Go away, wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin." I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig, dead as a doornail, wolf's honor. Now, you know food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as a second helping. I was getting awfully full, but my cold was feeling still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He had built his house out of bricks. I knocked on the bricks. No answer. I called Mr. Pig. Mr. Pig, are you in? And do you know what that rude little porker answered? Get out of here, Wolf. Don't bother me again. Talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar. And he wouldn't give me even one little cup for my dear, sweet old granny's birthday cake. What a pig. I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I sneezed once again. Then the third little pig yelled, and your old granny can sit on a pin. Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course, I was trying to break down this pig's door, and the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. The rest, as they say, is history. The news reporters found out about the two pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting. So they jazzed up the story with all of that huff and puff and blow your house down, and they made me the big bad wolf. That's it. That's the real story. I was framed. But maybe you could loan me a cup of sugar. Okay. So you get 30 seconds to brainstorm or talk with your group, and then I will call on you for a comparison or a difference, and we're going to write it on the board. Okay, if I can start. Okay, starts now. I'll have your answers.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pass out the worksheets. Dakota, do you have a comparison or a difference?
The wolf went to all three houses in both stories.
That's good.
Difference is two pigs died in the second story.
Not all three. But they didn't die in the first one either. So the comparison was
Went to all three houses.
okay. So he said in both stories the wolf went to all three houses, and in the second story, the true story of the three little pigs, two pigs died in the second one, but they didn't in the first one. Do you have something? You don't have to say both, just one or the other.
Yeah, the wolf was framed in the second story, and in the first story, he was the bad guy.
So he was just assumed to be the bad guy in the first one, but in the second one, so that would be a contrast, right?
Right.
Okay, do you have something, Dad?
In the first story, he huffed and he puffed, but in the second story, he huffed and he snuffed.
intentionally blew, and then in the second one it was just an accident. Okay. On your worksheets, you are going to write, that's a good start, but on your worksheets you're going to write 3 comparisons and 3 differences. And then at the end you need to write 1 reason why you think it's important to discuss different versions of the same story. And I want you to write what you think the most important comparison and contrast is between the 2 versions. So, but before we do that, I want to ask everyone what story they thought was the true story. If you thought it was the original story of the 3 little pigs or the true story of the 3 little pigs.